Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. My name is Aditya Iyer. I'm the co-founder of NeoTrader, and I'm really happy and excited to be doing this particular broadcast for all of you people today. Before we can get started, quickly please confirm to me and hit yes if you can see my screen, and yes if you can hear my voice clearly. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a very good morning to all of you. My name is Aditya Iyer. I'm the co-founder of NeoTrader, and I'm really happy and excited to be doing this particular live session for all of you guys today. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear my voice clearly and if you can see my screen, please hit yes on the chat. Yes. Okay. That's great. Awesome. This particular live session for all. Nice. Okay. Now, as you all know, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be analyzing the market, and I am also going to be introducing to all of you some brand new features of NeoTrader. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I would like to thank Vinayagam. Yes, Vinayagam, thank you so much, and a very good morning to you and everyone else who have logged in today. All right, okay. Now, so without any further delay, let us get started with today's analysis. MA Ravi, great, thank you, welcome. Okay, so firstly, let us start with analyzing the market today, right? And we initially, when the market opened, we saw a slight gap down, and then we saw that the market was trying to show some revival. But quickly, when I go to the dashboard and when I keep this thing from open, quickly what do I see? I see that there is some good amount of selling that is coming out in the market today. I'm looking at all the broad market indices, Nifty 50, Bank Nifty, mid cap, small cap, all in the red today. Yeah, almost all sectors today in the red except for pharma. Okay, right? So no points for guessing which way we are going to go today. And if I look at the stocks, I can see that there are only 3 stocks here that are in green. One is Lal Path Lab, the second is Ipca, and the third is JSW Steel. So I can see that pharma is up today. So some bit of buying in Ipca, JSW Steel, maybe some short covering there, and Dr. Lal Path Labs. Okay, so all of us, I don't know if all of us, I'm sure I've read the news that COVID cases are increasing, and like one commentary that I heard was because of the rise in COVID cases now, the incidence of testing, right? The testing might increase, and owing to that, maybe we can see some interest sort of come again in Dr. Lal Path Labs, which is a diagnostic chain, and other diagnostic companies. You all people who were trading last year and the year before that would remember how every time we saw a spike in COVID cases, we saw a significant up move in these stocks as well. So no surprises why if Lal Path Lab would be on the green today. But then when I scroll down, yeah, and when I look at red, I can see that a whole lot of stocks have moved into the red. Yeah, I can see IEX. Yeah, you're the IEX, iBull Housing Finance, PVR. iBull Housing Finance was one of the gainers on Thursday or Friday, and I can see that uh, profit booking has happened there. PVR also seeing a big cut, right? Manappuram, Nokri, Coforge, again some fresh selling again in the IT pack, right? Cement stocks, I can see many cement stocks here, JK Cement, yeah, and other cement candidates that are in the negative. All right, so definitely more negatives than positives today. I can see 1, 2, 3 stocks in the green compared to let's go here 26 stocks in the red, right? So we know which way the force of the market is, right? Next, let me go and have a look at the sectors now. If I broadly analyze the sectors, I can see that media has seen some selling, IT, yeah, PSU banks, and construction. All other sectors are flat. Okay, so yes, ladies and gentlemen, are you seeing any bullish sign from the sector view chart? Any bullish sign here? Any of you who are online? Parvinder Singh, Rajesh, Ravi, Vinayagam, Somya Julu. Yeah, I don't see any, right? So clearly the view right now, if I go out and read the market right now, it's a very clear indication that the bears are in control today, and also some bit of positivity is coming in metals. Yeah, maybe a sort of oversold rally there, and but apart from that, like FMCG fully negative, financial services fully negative, IT pack is fully negative today, right? All the stocks in PSU are in the red. Yeah, if I go to metals, I can see some bit of green in VDL and JSW Steel. Yeah, but apart from that, Nalco, Hindalco are flat, and all the other candidates in the red. Even the auto pack does not seem to support the market today, except for M&M and Bajaj Auto. Yeah, and similarly the other sectors are also in the mostly in the red, right? So clearly today is a day when we might be looking for more short signals than long signals. All right, next, now let us go and let us analyze the chart of the Nifty. So what I'm seeing over here is the daily chart of the Nifty, and I don't know how many of you would have read the report that we shared last week and the week before that, right? On our Telegram channel, we've been sharing a PDF report where we've been doing analysis on the Nifty and the Bank Nifty, and we're sharing a midweek and an end of week report. The midweek report comes on Wednesday, end of week report comes on Friday and Saturday, right? We put it on a Telegram channel. If you guys are not part of that channel, you can go and hit the link on the description and join the channel. But what we discussed was we spoke about the Nifty being in sort of a range and forming a rectangle around here. This is what we highlighted, and we also highlighted that it might break out of this range, and you can look for some quick gains when that happen. We also mentioned that the up move will not last long because there will be supply at higher levels. So हमने ये भी आप लोग को warn करके रखा था कि higher levels में supply आएगा over here, and as you saw, it has how it exactly panned out, right? So now we have like multiple scenarios in front of us. The one good thing is that if I go to a smaller time frame chart, let me go to a smaller chart here, say 30 minutes. Okay, yeah, okay, and I can see that more or less the whole week. Okay, all right, here Yes, I can see that more or less we are seeing some downward movement, and today's candle, okay, the today's candle and yesterday's candle, the day ending candle of yesterday, we saw some red, and today's first candle also does not look very positive. All right, so let me again now go to the stock analyzer page, and let me see what we are seeing for Nifty on the stock analyzer. Let me go to the consolidated view and I can see that it is neutral in all time frames. Okay, so one thing that we can take back was when we were doing this analysis last week. Okay, positional was in negative, right? And like multi-day was also in neutral and intraday was in neutral. So what happened after 1 week was from positional from being in negative has moved into neutral. Now why did that happen? Because although we did not see too much movement last week, right, the Nifty did not make any new lows. Okay, it still remained above its open of last week, so that was a slight positive. But although there are a lot of macro headwinds ahead, like, okay, that was enough to take it from negative to neutral. Yeah, but there's a long way for it to go from neutral to turning positive, and one of the reasons are macro headwinds in both the domestic and the global markets. Like globally, all of us are reading about inflation going up in the US, inflation going up in India, right? And people are saying that will lead to that will lead to a hike in interest rates, right? In India and globally, all of these things are headwinds from a macro standpoint, which can halt any advance going ahead, right? So we need to see how it pans out. But for now, from a positional, multi-day and intraday standpoint, the Nifty is neutral, right? And if let us have a look at the bank Nifty here, and I think we are seeing something similar on the bank Nifty as well. Like on the positional and multi-day time frame, the bank Nifty is neutral, but from an intraday standpoint, we can see that bank Nifty today is on sell mode, right? It's on sell mode. So between the Nifty and the bank Nifty is more bearish today. And let me go back to the dashboard and see what is happening here. And if I go and I change this to Nifty Bank, what do I see? This is close. I change this to open, and I can see that more or less the bank Nifty is down, and I don't see too much action happening over here. All right. If I go to the Nifty, I can see here from the Nifty that up JSW Steel is the sole stock in the whole Nifty that is in the bullish zone, and Bajaj Finserv seems to be there in the bearish zone. Yeah, but one thing I do notice that there are a lot of stocks on the second layer here, which can very easily move into the zone of bearishness. All right. So yes, this is something that we need to keep seeing all the time while we are analyzing the markets. Okay, and now since we got a good idea as to what is happening in the market, I think the next thing that we can do is we can go and look out for some stocks, right? And the first thing that we need to do in order to look out for stocks is creating our watch list. Now last week I put up a video on how you can create your own watch list, right, and be ready for the market even before it starts. So I have already done that today, but for the people who are wondering how to do it, you can just go back to our YouTube channel and look out for that video from last week, and you will be able to see that. Okay, so first thing that and of course we're going to talk about all the new features that we've launched. But first, let us go and see and let us go and look out for some stocks. All right. Okay, so the first thing today is that when I go into the expert alerts page, what do I see? I can see the list of bullish stocks over here. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is the bullish list, and I can see only some 6 stocks here, right? ONGC, Metropolis, like Lal Pathlab, Ambuja, Gale, and IPCA. Only 6 stocks in bullish, and the entire rest of the universe is on the bearish side, right? So what does that mean? That means that the trend in the market definitely is not bullish like we saw earlier, and like I explained to you guys earlier, right? Because of the sheer number of signals that are coming on the red versus the number of signals that are coming here on the green, right? That is our first indication and our first clue. Okay, now let me scroll down, right, and let me go here and let me choose my watch list. Okay, now I have a chance to either choose my bullish or bearish watch list, but since the market is showing signs of bearishness, I'm going to go and choose my bearish watch list here. Okay, and I'm going to choose bearish, and I can see that I open high, open low, Atul and Bajaj Finserv seems to have qualified here, right? Along with that, I can see that the ADX also is pretty high, right? And the momentum also is on the downside. All right, so yesterday evening we posted a video on how you guys can use this particular module called ADX, right? And how you can see a stock with rising ADX and falling prices, how it denotes a downtrend, and how you can action that. We have recorded a video and put it up on YouTube yesterday, so you all can go and check out our channel. All right, and you can see many more items over here. We can see that the IPCA is the only one in the green, apart from so we can maybe ignore IPCA today, but on the bearish side, I have IEX, I have Atul, I have Bajaj Finserv, Sri Cement, Biocon. So let me open the chart of Bajaj Finserv, and what do I see? I can see that the stock is in a successful, successive downtrends. It has been showing successive red candles here, like you're seeing here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is indicative of a strong selling in the stock. Yeah, as you normally get to see this pattern when a large number of institutions are sort of dumping their orders in the stock on a particular day. You will see like the successive red candles, like one lower, and like you're seeing here. Yeah, and I have not put any indicators here. I'm purely reading the price action of the stock, because whatever indicators I needed are already seen here on expert alerts. I already know that, okay, the BB is Bollinger Band is cut, and in terms of open high, open low also it is bearish and all of this, and that is why I have not put up any indicator. So I can wait for the stock to break this particular low, and if it is going to break this particular low of this green candle, and it is going to start moving down again, you can look for further bearishness in the stock. All right, okay, now similarly we can do that for all the other stocks that are out here. All right, okay, now the next item that I'm going to show you guys is something that is a brand new feature that has come inside of NeoTrader, and that is none other than this thing you are seeing here on the top. It is called rolling ticker. All right, so this rolling ticker is going to be your ultimate tool to identifying stocks in the day all across this week, and also next week we are going to be doing a lot of live sessions like this where we'll be keeping our rolling ticker on and we'll be looking to identify stocks from there. Yeah. So let me quickly explain what rolling ticker is. Over here, basically, inside of NeoTrader, we have various sort of signals and various sort of technical analysis based modules that are generating buy and sell signals in a stock, right? You have Ichimoku, you have pivots, you have RSI, ADX, yeah, CPR, Heikin-Ashi, Candlestick, all of these expert alerts, all of these pages. In each and every of this page, right, you are having different buy and different sell signals that are coming. Now, one request that many of you always kept asking for is that you wanted to know what is happening in multiple pages of NeoTrader in one glance, right? You wanted to know that, right? And the way to do that and the way to know that is by using this particular feature called rolling ticker. So what happens here is you can see that you have this particular area here, okay? You can go and select the signal or strategy that you want. So if you just click here, you have RSI, ATR, CAM, FIB, everything, scalping, ADX, dawn, break, all of these things that are here, Bollinger Band cut, range expansion, CPR, Heikin-Ashi, everything is mentioned here. So all you need to do is that you just need to sort of pick the sort of signal that you want, right? And it will automatically keep giving you notifications in the live market for those signals. Like for example, I can take previous day's high, right? So it is saying that all the previous day high or low, all right? If it is in green, it will show me all the stocks that are breaking above the previous day's high. And if it is in red over here, and like you can see here, it is telling you all the stocks that have broken below its previous day's low. Okay. Along with that, I also want to see previous week. So I just go here and I choose previous week. So I can see both, the stocks that have broken the previous day's low also and the previous week's low also. All right. So say along with these two, I also want to see those stocks that have broken below their previous day's low, previous week's low, and also have given me a bearish Bollinger Band cut. I can get that. See, I have Atul here, TVS Motor here, Syngene here, Navin Flora, and all of these things. So what this is doing is I don't have any need now to go and put up too much indicators on the chart. So that's why I've kept my chart very clean here. I'm only and only reading the price action, because whatever indicators are there, it is automatically coming and it is telling me here, right? Because what happens is when you put up too many indicators and too many studies on the chart, it causes a lot of analysis paralysis. It sort of makes you freeze. All right. So this is a way where you can handpick those items that only you want, and based on that it will give you ready-made signals like this in the way you're seeing, and you can see how it is constantly refreshing. Because it is constantly refreshing like this, you will get the most recent signals like this, and you can also look at it. Like you can see here a fresh bearish signal has come in Atul, right? It fell down, it sort of took a breather here, and it is showing some fresh decline here. And if I go to my rolling ticker here, and I can see that the first stock here is Atul, right? Okay, and I can do that for both. I can do that for intraday, I can do that for multi-day, I can do that for positional also, and I can choose to sort of cut off all of these signals here and say if I want something else. Say if I want Ichimoku, right? On the basis of Ichimoku, I found that PVR is bearish. I got a signal that India cement is bearish. Okay, see, I don't want that, and I want any of our ready-made strategies. You can put those ones also. Say I want to see where the price action has combined with volume. I can get those ones also over here. CPR also, yeah, I can get here. Like see, on all these stocks, I'm getting a CPR sell, CPR buy, all of these things. So entire we've accumulated the whole of NeoTrader, and we've put out signals here. So all of these signals you are going to get tomorrow, day after, and Thursday. On the basis of rolling ticker, we are going to be doing a lot of live sessions. So don't worry guys, if all of you all are wondering that how do I pick stocks from this, how do I which stock do I trade, how do I take the trade, put target, put stop loss, how do I do all of those things, yeah, we will show you very shortly in our live sessions in the week. All right, so that was rolling ticker, right? I'm sure all of you guys will should use it, and especially the NeoTrader Pro users, right? And it's going to be of some really great use for all the users. All right, okay. Now the next thing that I'm going to show you is a really sought after feature and a really sought after indicator that all of you guys really ask for, and that is none other than CPR. All right, CPR is central pivot range. Yeah, CPR as an indicator was something that everyone and many people used for a long time. Yeah, and that particular indicator is now part of NeoTrader. And not only that, using CPR, like the work that we've done, we've created the most useful and the most advanced CPR based dashboard you will find anywhere on the internet. Okay, nowhere in India you will find such a powerful dashboard for CPR, and I will explain that to all of you very soon. Now, the first thing that you are going to see on this particular page is direct listings for CPR wide and direct listings for CPR narrow. All right, so all people who are using CPR know the importance of having stocks that are wide and stocks that are narrow. For the people who don't know, it is basically when we have a CPR wide, it is all of those stocks that have given a significant movement in the earlier day and in the past few sessions, because of which the range of the stock has become very wide, right? So what happens when the range of the stocks becomes wide? It is difficult for the stocks to continue its movement. At the same time, CPR narrow are those stocks which have shown very limited movement. They are moving within a range, so their ranges become very narrow, right? These stocks have a chance to give us a breakout. All right, so the stocks in CPR wide, right, they have lesser chance of showing a trend because significant movement has already occurred. The stocks in CPR narrow have a greater chance of showing a trend and showing movement because they are moving in a very narrow range. All right, but so that is one thing. So what we've done over here is it automatically sort of picks out all the stocks that are wide and narrow, and it also gives you some green and red grading. All right, so what happens is the only CPR being wide and narrow is not a good enough bullish or bearish signal, right? It is technically it is only wide or only narrow, so that doesn't mean it is bullish or bearish. But once you have a look at the NeoTrader CPR page here, it is showing you what is green and what is red, right? That way it is adding an element of directionality to this wide and narrow elements of CPR. Okay, so automatically when you have a look at this, so you know that all of these stocks are the red stocks are bearish, the gray stocks are neutral, right, and the green stocks are bullish. Okay, and if the CPR is narrow on these stocks, maybe we can get some trend. If the CPR is wide, these stocks we may not get some trend. For people who are doing options, right? I know many of you like to do option trading. This thing can be very useful for all of you because stocks where the CPR is wide, you can expect a ranging movement on those stocks. So automatically it becomes candidates for you for your option based selling, because when you're doing option selling, you're looking for ranging candidates. At the same time, when you look at CPR narrow, right, those are the stocks that can show some movement. These are stocks where that the possibility of some momentum coming is high, right? So these can be your option buying candidates, because when we are buying options, we need more momentum. When we are selling options, we are doing the opposite, right? So both these things are like opposites, right? So you can use this in your option trading and in your option analysis as well. Now coming down, what we have is we've created like an ultimate pivot dashboard. We in this one dashboard, we have CPR also, we have added Fibonacci pivots also, and Camera pivots also. So once you've sort of identified the stocks on the basis of CPR, next you can go down and you can choose which way you want to engage. You want to do it with using Fibonacci pivots, or you want to do it using Camera pivots. We have given both here, all right? Which one is better, which one is worth, that is nothing like that. You will get signals in both. Important thing is to interpret the signal, all right? Okay, and so let me first now tell you what we have inside of the Fibonacci heat map. Okay, we are at this one now. So if you scroll down, what you will find is, you will see there is level 1, there is level 2, there is level 3, both in bullish and bearish. You have a level 1 breakout, you have a level 2, and you have a level 3. All right. Okay. So now, okay. So now what does this mean? Like if I see what is like level 3, what is level 2, what is level 1? These are various grades, okay, of breakout. Level 1 is the highest grade, level 2 is the next, and level 3 is the third. Depending on the clearance of the trend, yeah, on how clean and how clear the trend is, the levels is there. So if I look at level 3, it is a breakout, okay? Level 2 is an even better breakout. Level 1 is the best breakout, okay? That means that in level 3, it is fulfilling like one condition of a breakout. Level 2, it is like, it is full. There are totally 3 conditions put here. Level 3 is fulfilling one of those 3 conditions. Level 2 is doing 2 of those 3, and level 1 is fulfilling all of those conditions. All right. So if we see that, again, another indication why today is not very bullish is because there is absolutely nothing here in level 1 in bullish. But if I look at the bearish section, which is red, I see a lot of stocks in bearish, and I see the first one here is Tata Steel, Rain Industries, IDFC. Okay. So if I have to just go and open the chart of Tata Steel, what would I see? Okay, I would see that. Let me go and let me make this 30 minutes. Yeah, here I can see that it is significantly on the downside, right? Similarly, over there I have multiple stocks here like NAM India, Bosch, Cummins, Idea, all of these things. So the whole idea of creating this page, okay, was to sort of help you identify stocks that are showing a sell on the basis of CPR. And another thing that you can see are these dots. People using NeoTrader will be familiar with these dots, right? On day, week, month, etc. Okay. And if I go lower I have something called wide 7, narrow 7, whipsaw, gaps, all of these things. So we are going to be doing a very detailed session only on CPR in the coming days. Yeah. So in that particular session, we will go deep and we'll go into examples and we'll do all of those things. But for now, yeah, I wanted to give all of you an overview of what is possible. Okay. So very soon, I think by today, we'll be adding a PDF document. Yeah. On there. And you guys will get an access to read that PDF document also. And level 1 is the higher. So level 1 is the highest, then level 2, then level 3. Okay. So that was CPR. And of course, the third item that you all need to see is your Heikin-Ashi based candlestick dashboard. Okay. So we like, if you people are wondering what is Heikin-Ashi, you can see the video that I did last week. Okay. So like last week, if you go to our YouTube, you will find a video that is an introduction of what is Heikin-Ashi. So you all can go and watch that and get familiar. But even if you don't know what is Heikin-Ashi clearly, if you have a look at our Heikin-Ashi page of NeoTrader, it is automatically going to sort of pick out stocks and it is going to show it to you, right? Over here. And it is going to give you like bullish and bearish signals on the basis of that as per your time frame, right? The time frames that you see are 30 minute, 60 minute, day, week, and also all, right? So what happens when you choose all is you will see signals from all time frames in like one section. If I go here and if I choose say 60, I only see it for the hourly chart. If I do 30, I only see it here for the 30-minute chart. Okay. And if I do day, of course, the daily chart, right? So that is how it is going to differ. And you can see now, all of you can see that Heikin-Ashi is a very smooth way of doing charting. It's a very like noiseless way of charting, and that is what we have sort of tried to incorporate here. So you will mainly see 4 different time frames. Okay. Like when you're using Heikin-Ashi, there aren't too many patterns. Okay, there is only like long body, small body, medium body, and you won't even see like too many sort of different patterns, right? So that's what makes Heikin-Ashi very easy. So you broadly only have some 4 things that you need to see. That the first of which is like new trend, confirmed trend, reverse trend, continued trend. So the way we've done it is, the new trend is all of those stocks, that have taken a reversal, okay, that have shown a reversal and is giving indication that a new trend is being formed in those stocks. So it's pretty self-explanatory. So once a new trend is formed, right, it can either have normal bodies. If it is having normal bodies, then it is an indication that the trend is going to continue, and that is what will appear here in continue trend. Okay. And say or a new trend can be formed and the stock can start showing long body candles. Like, okay, if it is going to be showing long body candles, we can say that the trend is confirmed, right? And of course, at the end, we have reverse trend, which is also again extremely self-explanatory. It is telling you that the whole trend has reversed. Okay. So this again is a very easy to use page, right? Because when you look at candlesticks traditionally, you have so many 20, 30, 40, 50 different patterns that are there. yeah, and you need to keep like going and picking out stocks and keep doing lot of research and remember all those patterns. But the Heikin-Ashi page is greatly simplified. Okay, it's extremely simplified, and you don't really have too much complication here, right? You only have these 4 different areas, and you can pick any one, and you automatically get the name of the stock for both bullish and bearish here. And also you can sort of have a 30-60 day week, so you can choose week also if you want, and you can sort of get an idea on the weekly chart. Okay, all the stocks that are showing up bullish or bearish trend. So now, like for example, if you have a look at the names of the charts that I've put down here, now Heikin-Ashi 1 is smoothened, right? It's a noiseless chart, right? उसके ऊपर वीकली चार्ट है, और वीकली चार्ट में ऑल ऑफ दी स्टॉक सीम टू बी कंटिन्यूइंग द डाउन ट्रेंड. ठीक है, तो अगर आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट है, या आप लोग को, if you people are thinking of averaging, right, you don't need to look at the chart, you don't need to see anything. If you see that the downtrend is still continuing in a stock where your investment is, you should hold back. And okay, you should hold back. So all of these things, right, there are many strategies, there are many tricks that you can do with all of these pages and all of these features, right? We will be slowly doing many of these sessions, and we'll be revealing to you guys all the tips and tricks of how you can use these features of Heikin-Ashi, how you can use features of CPR, yeah, how you can use the particular rolling ticker, yeah, right, how you can sort of create watch lists and use your rolling ticker. Like for example, if I see my rolling ticker here, I'll see that I'm getting a lot of signals, right? Over here I'm getting a lot of signals if I see. So one thing that I can do is, like, I can go and I can choose my watch list here, and I can only wait for some signal to come from any stock that is in my watch list. All right, and my work is done, right? My work is done then. All my work in this stock is done. And like this, there are various things that you can do, yeah. And all of these things is what we are going to be discussing in this coming week and in the next few days. And my whole idea for coming out today was, I know that all of you guys are really excited and you really want to use. So I wanted to give you guys an overview and a flavor of all the new things that have been coming. Slowly you can keep, like, exploring all of that. You can keep using all of that, yeah, and you can keep doing. So now Parvinder is asking me, is CPR narrow like a likely squeeze trend? So it is, when you say squeeze, you are thinking in terms of Bollinger Band squeeze. It is not exactly that, but but what you can see is that the range has become small, so the expectation of trend is high. Okay, so don't confuse that with BB squeeze. Okay, although it may sound similar, don't confuse it. It is, and again, when you're using pivots, you're seeing it from a daily time frame always, yeah, daily, weekly, monthly. And when you're looking at Bollinger Bands, it sort of changes as per the time frame. So if you sort of try and compare both the things, it will cause confusion. When you look at the CPR page, look at it as it is. Okay, when you look at all the stocks in narrow, yeah, you will be able to see that it is coming in. Okay, rolling ticker is showing S2 R2. Yes, we are going to be adding R1 S1 also, yeah, in this, and S3 R3 also in this. As of now, it is showing you S2 and R2. Okay, and we'll be adding some more signals in this very shortly. And as you can see that as and when newer things will come in NeoTrader, yeah, all of those new things will also keep getting incorporated into rolling ticker as well, right? So like rolling ticker also is something that is going to keep having new things added to it every now and then, right? So you'll be seeing a lot of new developments come in rolling ticker as well. All right. Okay. So let us go back to the market now and see what is happening. Yeah. I can see that as we discuss all of these new features, the incidence of the bearish move has increased from close and also from open. We don't have any stock now on our bullish list. No, only one stock. So the last time we saw, we had like 3 stocks on our bullish list, but now we have only one, and we are seeing that there are almost more than 32 stocks now on our bearish zone. 32 stocks on bearish zone now. So definitely the sell-off in the market is continuing. Yeah. S. Ranjan says rolling ticker is going to be a game changer. Neorox, awesome. Yes, absolutely. Yes, Ranjan, absolutely. Because and we are going to keep adding new things into this rolling ticker. So what you're seeing here is only like version 1, right? You will see that many new things are going to come in here, and also there are going to be things for multi-day positional. All of that is also going to be there. Yes, Vardhan Mishra. Yes, Mr. Vardhan, this particular application is developed by us. We use this particular application to find stocks in the market. So whenever we are doing these like live sessions, we are using this application to find out what stocks to trade, and we are using it to analyze the market. All right. Okay. And the name of this application is NeoTrader, and this is our website, neotrader.in. So you can go and you can have a look. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, with that, I have reached the end of today's session. I hope, I hope I was able to give you a color and flavor of all the new things that are out there. And we also did some analysis on the market. Okay. And I think now it is, so we have run out of time now. So Vardhan Mishra, why don't you just leave your number? Yeah. We will sort of, get in touch with you. Okay. And with that, I'm coming to an end. So we'll be meeting again here on, on this particular YouTube channel during the week again, and at that time we'll be covering more and more aspects. Okay. And we'll also be doing a lot of market analysis and stock picking. So in today's session, we only focused on analyzing the market. We didn't focus much on picking the stocks. On the coming days, we will also see how to pick stocks, and like how some people are asking, like Arjun is asking how to book profit. All of that we'll see in the coming week. All right. Okay. Yes. And with that, I have reached an end of today's session. I would like to thank all of you for taking the time out and coming and attending today's live session. My name is Aditya Iyer. I'm the co-founder of NeoTrader, and I'm signing off for today. And I will see you again in the next webinar. Thank you. Have a great day and have a great week of trading ahead.